What's up, y'all? Welcome to the extra episode of the Microtransaction. I'm your host, Chris, and today I'm joined by the great deliverer himself, Liquid. Liquid, how you doing? This fine extra episode of the Microtransaction.
I'm very well. As you can see, something haven't spoke about. I got a new desk
Oh,
that rises and lowers. Let's see if we can get some little
can we get a little rise action, bro?
Oh, oh,
Oh, get higher, get higher.
yeah, it's a
Oh
little
my
action. I don't want to
god,
go. I don't.
bro,
It is
that's pretty
cool.
cool.
Yeah, it is cool. I don't want to go too low because then you better see the sexy legs because I'm in my underwear right now. So
Oh,
don't want to do that. But
yeah. Well, you can. It is the Patreon episode. You know what I'm saying?
true. I think we might need to make another tier for that one.
Oh, quad don't stop tier.
Yeah,
You know what
there
I'm
you
saying?
go. There you go.
Oh man,
Matter of fact, I think
you know.
here. You know what? Let me stand up for this episode. Here, let's see. It's great because I have a memory. I have a memory option where I could just I just set the memory whatever I want, right? And then I
Huh?
just choose whatever button I want, and it just goes lower to whatever memory I set it to. So this is number
You
4. This
standing
is
right now?
Yeah, I'm standing right now. I know. I feel like I'm
Oh,
short. Is that what you're trying to tell me right now?
no, you self-conscious bitch. Whoa, okay, holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, I'm standing right now. As you can see, you could do like some jumping jacks here, you know.
Alright.
So yeah, it's nice here. Let me raise this up a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, I can't hear you anymore.
Are you serious?
I can hear you now.
Oh Jesus.
Whenever you were moving that, didn't hear it. It sounded like you were like,
Yeah. So the USB wire that I have here, I don't know, it's like screwed up, where I have to sometimes unplug it and plug it back in again. So I may have to get a new wire. I may have to invest.
well, it's an investment worth having. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
it's just having good times with good things. Yeah, man.
By the way,
Liquid.
Yankees just won, so I'm happy about that.
Who they
Great.
beat?
The Orioles, which they should have beaten. So let's be serious. And I'll be honest, they looked like they
Really?
were struggling against them. So that's not something. Maybe we shouldn't be too proud. So.
Oh yeah, that reminds me that I got to use your great Mets trivia
Oh,
at
okay.
work. We were talking about baseball, and I was like, man, I need to kill 5 minutes.
All
There's
right.
a guy, he's a huge Mets fan. The reason why I know this because he has an autographed photo of a Mets player. Don't know who it is. A Mets player on the wall next to him.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, and I looked at him. I was like, bro, is it true that the Mets are booing their fans? And then the other guy from the thing, he just starts laughing. And then he's just like, yeah, it's just the city, man. Sometimes, I was like, so what? They thought they were gonna sell more tickets that way, and the guy from the other room came in, dude. He was just like, I've been waiting for somebody else. I'm like, he's like, do you watch baseball? I'm like, I don't watch baseball, but I'm like, I have a friend who's a real big Yankee fan. He was telling me the deets.
Yeah.
And he's like, first of all, you can't trust a Yankees fan, okay? And I'm like, wow. So I was just like, oh yeah. He's like, yeah, man. And he's like, honestly, I love the Mets to death. He's like, I don't know what the hell they were thinking.
Well, see, dude, here's the thing. And I want to talk about that. I'm glad you brought that up here because I have a lot more to say about that. Because just when you thought the bad part was done,
Uh huh.
nope, it got way worse. So we know about the Mets. So for those who don't know, the New York Mets baseball team, obviously, what it was is whenever they're not doing good, New York tends to boo their own team. It's happened. Yankees have done it as well. The Yankees fans, if you're not doing good in New York, you will know about it. That's really what it boils down to. It's a whole different city compared to where some of these players come from. So some of the players weren't used to it. You got the Cubs. One of the players was a Cubs player. Cubs love their players. You know what I'm saying? So they never boo their fans or their players. And same thing for Cleveland Indians. Francisco Lindor, he was a Cleveland Indian. Now he's a Met. And yeah, never experienced getting booed by his own fan base, but he saw it then. So they had the bright idea to give the thumbs down whenever they score. And when they asked why are you doing that, they literally came out and instead of being slick with it and just saying, hey, it's just something we do, we keep it in the house, so we're not going to talk about it, because you could do that if you wanted to. Nope, they decided to take the high road, I guess, and they decided to go with, oh no, we're doing it because fans booed us when we were doing terrible, so when we do good, we decide to boo them when they cheer us on. So that was their great plans. So that happens. They apologize for it. Okay, fair enough. You know what I'm saying? Even the owner came out and he's just like, hey, I'm happy to see the players stood behind it. They apologized for it. Then, literally the next day after the apology, turns out the one of the top owners, I don't know who he is exactly. He's some member of management, but he was caught 4 in the morning sleeping in his car, key in the ignition because he was passed out drunk. So he got hit with a DUI. So it was just like the Mets cannot catch a break. So people are saying that this is the last straw. That after this, the owner of the team, Steve Cohen, he's a new owner. This is his first year owning them. That he just has to clean house. Whatever management, whatever culture is going on in that organization, just wipe it out completely. And they're saying that's what he needs to do. A lot of people are saying that's what he's going to do. So we'll see what happens.
It's rough for the club.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Here's the problem though, is that the last owners, they were the Wilpons, is what they're. I don't know who, I think it's like John Wilpon was his name. The whole thing is he wanted the players to be his friend. He wanted the players to like him. So the players were able to get away with a lot of things, and it seems like that just became the culture, where the players could get away with a lot of things. So what happened? It went to management. Management was feeling the same way. The manager that got the DUI, before him, the other guy was sending photos to a lady, sexual assault allegations. Now, for him, that was the guy before this guy. So now this guy has a DUI. So it's just like it's just the organization just needs a reset. That's really what it comes down to.
Okay, but I'm just gonna throw this out there.
What's up?
DUI a little better than sexual allegations.
I think so. I think okay. So here's the thing.
Trending upward. They're trending upwards is what I'm trying to get at.
I see what you're saying. The whole thing, and Grant, the one good thing about this is that even though he was caught, even though he was, he has a DUI, technically they found the car parked. He was just sleeping in it. You know what I'm saying? So at least he wasn't driving. You know what I'm saying? Because then you're putting somebody at risk. So at least he wasn't driving. Yeah. So I'll give him credit for that. And definitely better than the sexual assault, sure. But the whole thing is that people think it's just a culture thing, that this guy Steve Cohen just needs to clean house, start fresh from the management down, and go from there.
That's rough, dude. That is.
Yeah, even the coach of the team, when the players were doing the thumbs down, the coach would say, "Oh, I had no idea." And it's just like, dude, this is your team. This is your responsibility, and you have no idea.
Do you not have eyes?
Yeah, and they're saying like, "What? You have no idea what it was? Like, you're not questioning it. You don't know your own team like that. Like, you need to get your stuff together." So a lot of people thinking a lot of guys are going to be let go through this offseason because the Mets were in first place in their division. All right, they were, because the Atlanta Braves weren't doing anything, and the Washington Nationals are in a slump. And who's the other team here? Oh, I forget. Anyways, regardless, I think the Cardinals. No, I might be wrong. Regardless, they weren't doing anything. Now they've made some trades, and now they're starting to come around. While the Mets are still kind of not doing too good. They're just getting by, and getting by doesn't work. So now they're officially kind of like in the hole right now, where they're no longer in first place. They're trying to fight for a wild card. I think right now, at the time of this recording, they're 6 games behind the wild card. So the odds of them making it to a playoff game is fairly slim. So, it looked promising. This was their division to lose, and they're losing it.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, you want to trust the Yankee fan? I'm telling you how it is.
Oh man, huh? Well, damn.
Like and look, I want to defend myself a little bit as far as the whole Yankee fan. Yankee fans don't get the best rep. I get that, 100% fact. A lot of them are bandwagon. Which, I mean, let's face it, a lot of Tampa fans are bandwagon. I mean, that's just a fact.
Oh,
that's a fact. That's a fact.
Tampa under the bus? Why you gotta throw them under the bus?
Because it's the truth. Like, you want to talk about New York? Tampa's the same exact way. You never seen as many Bucks fitted hats until you see them now, and that's the truth. You never seen as many Bucks fans until Tom Brady came into the picture. 100% fact. Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes. Granted,
yeah, right.
I'll admit that Brady's a GOAT. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And I'll admit that the Bucks have a great NFL team. Fantastic. They have a great NFL team. I'd argue to say they have just as good of a baseball team. But people don't see that. Why? Because
Well, they're not champions, so they're not as good.
sure, they're not as, yeah, exactly. They're not as good because they're not champions yet. I think they have a lot of promise. Just the fan base is just not there. It's not. Um, we'll see the Rays in Vegas soon enough. But yeah. But again, this is just Liquid telling it like it is, dude. This is just what it comes down to. I'm just saying it like it is. Like I'm like I said, the Yankees fans, sure, they get a bad rep. They're bandwagon. They're quick to throw out their 27 championships, which means absolutely nothing nowadays. You know what I'm saying? They haven't been to a World Series in over 10 years. Come on now. What is it? What is the 27 championships going to get you? Like, a lot of people are throwing this out there. They weren't even born for the 27 championships. Let's be serious. So, I may be a Yankees fan, but as far as being able to trust me, as far as what's going on in baseball, I'll tell you like it is. And I'll tell you when the Yankees are doing terrible. I'll tell you when they suck. Right now, they're not their best. 100%. They're making a solid playoff push for the wild card. The Rays, I can guarantee, I'm almost positive. I'd bet the Rays are going to win the division 100%. With only like 30 days left, they have to. It's their division to lose now. You know,
Okay.
and they're ahead by like I want to say 6 or 7 games. So they've got
It's so crazy because I remember the day where it's like, is it fair for the Rays to be in the same division as the Yankees?
What a stupid conversation. I feel like it's dumb. Because it's just like
When you look at bank accounts, it's not dumb.
that's the thing. That's what I was going to get at is that the first thing people look at is the bank accounts. But people don't realize that it's more than just the bank accounts. I'm sorry, the Rays have phenomenal management, phenomenal talent scouting. You know what I'm saying? Where like they can find these tools that can compete. Wander Franco. All right, let me throw that name out there. Wander Franco. He's a shortstop. He's a shortstop for the Rays. Just got called up. The kid's like 20 years old. All right, he's on like a 30-something game streak of getting on base. Like every game for like 30-something games in like the past 30-something games, he's like gonna pass Mickey Mantle, which is like unheard of. Mickey Mantle, ex-Yankee.
I know who Mickey Mantle
Okay,
is.
good. Yeah, he's a legend, and he's about to pass him. Like, dude, this like I'm telling you, the Rays have such a phenomenal scout, phenomenal management. Just what they do with that team with such little bit that they have, they just make it work. And man, I respect it. And granted, the Yankees have pulled back. They don't spend as much money as they used to, but it's still a hell of a lot more than the Rays do. And they don't feel like they should be spending more, and I can see why. There's no reason why a team that's a quarter of your salary should be beating you as bad as they're beating you, and yet they are. So I mean, when it comes down to yes, absolutely, the Rays are better in almost everything than the Yankees right now, 100%.
Oh, why haven't we gone to a Rays game, man? It's there.
Yeah, they're cheap. Tickets are cheap. Maybe we should, man. Make it a
Bro,
field
the
trip.
microtransaction. I would get some behind the scenes. You know, it'd be look. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. It's a business expense. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like we're out there. You know, we're also working. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe
Well,
Tropicana
maybe,
Field, we throw out the first pitch. That'd be
obviously.
cool, right?
Oh, oh my God, that needs to be one of our short-term, long-term goals that we get big enough bro. The thing is, okay, Liquid, do you go in front of the pitching mound or do you go at the pitching mound when
No,
you
oh,
throw
I'm
it?
going at. I need to be
Oh,
at. Like, yeah, I'm sorry. I can't do no little bitch in front of the pitch. I'm like, oh, I got to give it my all, and I will be practicing beforehand if that happens.
oh, 100%.
Absolutely. Like, dude, so get this. Last time I went to a Rays game, it was in July, I want to say. And they were playing against the Angels. And I wanted to watch Otani, a phenom, all right?
Was there any in the outfield?
They were out there. But yeah, so I went out there and I had my Yankees hat on. Obviously, I still had to have the Yankees, even though the Yankees were nowhere to be seen in that game. I still had to have the hat on. And Raymond, the Sea Dog, their mascot. I don't know if you saw him before.
Okay.
Probably
seen it before. I can't think of it right now.
So their mascot's called Raymond the Sea Dog. Wait, is
Okay.
it Ray? I think it's Raymond. Regardless,
For the Rays.
for the Rays. Yeah, it's stupid.
Oh, yeah.
It's a stupid mascot. It makes no sense. But
It's,
whatever. I think a lot of
think about all mascots are stupid.
I don't know. I don't think all mascots are stupid, but I think Raymond the Sea Dog is dumb. like
First of all,
why not a
being
stingray? First of all, make it a stingray. He'd be out there with his little
because
flippers.
one killed a national treasure. Okay, we're not supporting that.
That's just one. That's just one. The whole thing is that so I'm there. I'm talking to my friend. I have my Yankees hat on. Raymond the Sea Dog passes behind me. I didn't notice him, and he grabs my hat. Didn't take it off, but he did like tug at it. I'm like, who the? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I get one of those, and I saw it was Raymond. I was
You
like,
never told me this.
yeah, and I was like, I saw it was Raymond. This was just a few months ago, and I saw it was him. I was like, oh, bro, I was about to get all up in that ass. You lucky. It's you, Raymond. You lucky.
You. Oh, Raven was about to take. He's like, yo, why you got this
Yo,
Yankee shit?
he was about to take my hat. I was like, bro, don't do that,
Okay,
Raymond.
okay. Hear me out. What if he took your Yankee hat, right?
Uh-huh.
He gave you like a really nice Rays hat.
I mean, I would give it to my brother, Frank. You know what I'm saying?
You're leaving there hatless. Coming up negative.
No, I'll have the race hat. I probably wouldn't wear it, but I'd hold it. It's just I don't know.
Liquid, I don't get it.
Cause it's just like I feel weird wearing another hat. I don't know. It's just weird. Like I wear Nike hats. Those are fine.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? I've worn the Fogtown hat. That's fine. You know, hell, I've
Obviously.
worn a Jaguars hat, a Jacksonville Jaguars hat. Now there's a little history behind that one. The history is it was my first ever fitted hat that I've ever owned. Oh
Oh
yeah, there you
shit.
go, bro. The first fitted hat I've ever owned is not even a Yankees hat. Don't tell anybody. It's a Jaguars
Oh,
hat. So
oh, you know.
so I thought when I was a kid, I had this big head, right? Huge. It's
When you
still
were a kid.
yeah, it's still there. It still exists. It still exists. And I decided to I thought fitted hats I just didn't have any. They just none existed for me, for my size of head, for my massive head. And I'm talking about the one on my shoulders, just to make things clear.
Okay.
And
Not the girth of your penis.
right. So one day I was at TJ Maxx and I was scouting the hats because I still had a look. You know what I'm saying? And I found a Jacksonville Jaguars hat and I wore it and I'm like, and it fit perfectly. And I'm like, oh my god, this is the first time I felt a hat that felt, it felt like it fitted. And then I looked at the size. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I should start looking for the size. Luckily enough, it turns out it's a common size. I didn't know that.
You
So
just didn't know.
yeah, so I just didn't know. Still have the Jaguars hat. I still own it to this day. I don't think I'd ever get rid of that. I've owned that hat since like high school. It's like '06. So that hat's over 10 years old, dude.
Damn.
I have a G Unit hat also. That's another one that as a high schooler I used to love G Unit.
Oh my god.
Is
But so what you're saying is the day you put on the Jaguar hat was the same day the Yankees stopped going to the going to the World Series, and it's your fault.
maybe, yeah, you could be onto something.
Yo, dog, I'm just saying you said 10 years for that, 10 years for
No.
this coincidence.
I think the Yankees. Let me see. When the Yankees went to the World Series in 2011, I want to say. No,
Okay.
no, that would have been 10 years ago. 2009.
Would be 10 years ago. It's 2001.
Right. I think it was 2009 is the last time the Yankees went to the World Series and won because I think in 2008 the Rays won before that. They lost against the Phillies and the Yankees actually beat the Phillies. So,
Okay.
I think that's the last time. The last.
When did you Dark Vader the Jacksonville Jaguar hat?
That had to be. Let me see. It was after. Was it after high school? It was either after high school or during high school. Yeah, they won in 2009. That's what it was. So I did have the Jaguars hat before that. I had it in at least 07, 08. So they did win at least before that. After that, they'll never again. They didn't make it after that. So maybe it is. Maybe it has something to do with it.
Oh, maybe for the Jacksonville Jaguar, maybe for the Yankees to win the World Series, Jacksonville Jaguar hat has to die. But hey, I could be wrong because it also could, be fugazi. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll see.
It could be a whole lot of nothing.
Sure.
Like, I just don't understand Liquid because you're such an avid baseball fan, and I get the Yankees, but do you not feel that somebody should be allowed to have like two teams?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think it's
It really gets taboo.
yeah. It's sometimes I feel like it depends because the thing is that in itself comes off as very bandwagon. He's just like, oh well, my first team is not doing good. Let me start going for my second team. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always said, like it's so funny because like I keep track of the Rays mostly because they're in the same division. But if I were to pick a second team, I had to. I've always was interested in between the Cubs only because that's the second or that's the only stadium outside of Tampa that I've seen.
Okay.
And not only that, it just seems I don't know like I like the underdog part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like the Yankees are like the evil empire, the ones who have the money. I want something opposite of that.
So you're talking about a team that financially isn't there, but despite that and great management has pulled through and now leading the division.
Right.
And only there was a team like that where you lived at.
Right. Only. So that's why I decided maybe I should go for the Cincinnati Reds. Like,
First of all, this is the first time I've ever heard of the Cincinnati Reds in my life.
my God, are you serious?
I've
Wow.
never heard of the Cincinnati Reds. Like honestly, if you're like psyched that team doesn't exist, I'd be like, oh okay.
No, that team does exist, Cincinnati Reds.
You need to send me an image. I don't believe you.
Sure, it's just a C.
Terrible name for a team.
It's literally a C. That's all their image is, which can be confused with the Cleveland Indians, which is also a C. Well, I'm sorry, the Cleveland Guardians. They're no longer the Indians anymore. Because that's
Yeah, I'm not too mad at the Guardians thing.
yeah, it is what it is. Like my whole thing is like
It sounds like something Cleveland.
so my whole thing, the reason why I went with Cincinnati is because yes, I felt like they were underdog, underpaid. You know what I'm saying? Like the same thing as the Rays. It could be the same scenario. The problem is the reason why I don't want to be affiliated too much with the Rays is because well, the fan base. I don't like the fans here. I really don't. I think they're not good. Like they're just,
Brother's a huge Rays fan.
he's a Bucks fan. I'd call more than a Rays fan to be honest with you. He likes both. I get that, but it's like I know more about the Rays than Frank does. 100%. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, he can come fight me on this. That's fine. But Frank's more of a football guy, and that's okay. I'm more of a baseball guy.
I'll give you that.
That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like if he were to name me, he'd probably know more Giants. I'm a Giants fan apparently, right? And he'd probably know more about the Giants than I do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So, but I've always told myself if I were to have a second team, I'm leaning more towards Cincinnati. I'm still not sure. I do like that they're just old and like they're.
Go for the Cubs more, man.
You think so? You think I should go for the Cubs?
You've been to the stadium.
Yeah, but yeah, that is true. I did go to Wrigley.
Yeah,
So.
you see, if you said you didn't want to get in the Rays because they were in the same division, I'd be like, oh, okay, I understand.
That's also part of it.
You don't want to be one of those guys who, like, at the game has one jersey on and it's cut down the middle.
Oh.
Each team.
Yeah. One cool thing though, the Yankees did get Anthony Rizzo, who is an ex-Cub, and he's been doing fairly good for the Yankees. So.
You know, I think the microtransaction should probably go to a Rays game.
I think it's a good idea. They're cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like especially a cheap game, especially if they're playing, like say the Orioles or something. Some team.
It would be for a Yankee game. I don't think I've ever seen the Yankees play as an adult.
Really? Oh man. Okay. I mean, the tickets are more expensive, significantly more, because they pull in more seats when the Yankees get here.
They're the Yankees.
Right, but yeah. Man.
I feel like Yankees is football's Dallas Cowboys. You know what I mean?
Oh, I hate that you use that because I hate the Dallas Cowboys, but.
But
I get what you're saying. Yes, I get what you're saying. It just it doesn't sit right with me.
There's a growl in the voice. I get what you're saying.
Because like I hate so the Dallas Cowboys are in the Giants division, and then not only that, the Cowboys haven't been to like a Super Bowl in so long, and these Cowboys fans swear up and down like you've seen the memes about them before. I'm sure you have. Yeah, it's a joke. They're clowns.
Yeah.
But yes, I guess if you want to compare them to any team, fine, I guess.
Yeah. Oh man, that's awesome. Well, I think it's been more than enough time, right?
24 minutes. So.
Yeah, but
I have a question.
Okay, what's up?
So we're gonna go off subject. We talked a lot about baseball, which I'm happy with. Maybe the viewers
I
don't
was
care
like
about.
sports with liquid in sports. You know what
Hey,
I'm saying?
Chris, has there ever been a bad habit that you've broken? Just a bad habit that you've done for years that you've just broken. Anything like that?
You know, like something that comes in and out is
Mhm.
actually smoking.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's funny. I'm in the process of doing it now, and I can just stop.
Right.
It's funny because like I can't. It's hard for me to like smoking. This incredibly addicting thing has no power over me.
Mhm.
Like I gotta say, the thing I'm addicted to. I know it doesn't look like it because it's like, oh, food. Food's the thing he's addicted to the most. Uh-uh. The thing I'm addicted to is caffeine and like uppers. The thing
Oh.
that gets me like excited, bro. I'm chugging, like, because of Starbucks and stuff like that.
Right.
So just the adverse, but no, like something like that was like smoking. That
Okay.
just like dead stopped.
Is like caffeine or these uppers that you were talking about? Is that like next on the list by any chance?
No, that's the thing I'm probably addicted to the most that I've never been able to like.
So you don't think
Only,
you'll ever be able to break
no, no,
it?
no. It correlates to the healthiest time of my life. When I actually chill out on the caffeine
Right.
is when I become the most healthy. When I'm on the caffeine,
Mm-hmm.
it's like the snowball that turns into the avalanche. It
Ah.
always and I notice there's a correlation. I'm like, so if I gotta get serious about something and like losing some weight, like if I'm really buckling down and I'm able to cut the stimulants,
Right.
and then yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah,
see.
that's into yeah, but I'm trying to think of something else besides smoking because that's like um
I mean, and I think that's okay. Like me personally, like my whole thing was biting my nails. I could not stop it. It's gross. I hate it.
didn't it
It's
hurt though?
yes, dude. There'd been times that I'd bite it so far down that like they would like the next day they would be swollen. Like my fingertips would be swollen just because I don't have it like nailed in. I've bitten so much down. Like oh, it was bad. Luckily, the first and technically last time I've had my mani pedi,
Oh.
I stopped biting them. I started to care for them a little bit more. So
Oh.
once in a while, I find myself biting them, but then I'll stop.
Tick?
Yeah, like at the ticket, but then I'll stop immediately, and then I'll start clipping them instead. Like just clip them, not too far down, of course, obviously, but clip them where they're manageable. So and I'm happy with them. I'm happy with the way they look now. Like I'm just like. I don't feel ashamed when I have to show. Hey, so when I have to show someone, hey, look at this item here. Hey, look at this.
Yeah.
I don't feel ashamed showing off my nails. You know what I'm saying? So
No, you know what's funny? Because I have the opposite of you. I get ashamed to show my nails because apparently every girl I've ever been with always gives me huge compliments about how good my nails are.
you do have good nails. I think so too.
Yeah, you see, and it makes that, bro. It's like just like I'm like, why do you say that? No man wants to hear, oh man, you have really nice nails.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
from a
So
man
I'm
who
like,
has garbage nails, like I think like I wish I had your problem.
bro, every girl I've ever dated
Hmm.
has always said the same thing. Oh my god, you have such great nails.
Right.
I was like, I'm not in charge of that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I
Like,
remember you used
I
to tell me
think,
that you should let them grow out because kung fu and stuff like
oh,
that.
because of Kung Fu and like Tiger Claw, yeah.
Right, but like my whole thing is just like yeah, I just could not stop biting them. You want to talk about Yankees game, especially when I would watch a Yankees game, I'm just
Oh,
constantly
I
just
bet you just like nerves.
dude, I
Was it like
would
a nerve thing?
I think that's what it was like because it would happen then and at work. That's
Oh,
when it happened the most. Those two times especially. And like the only time I would really realize it is when my mom would call me out on it because like I'd be watching the Yankees game at her house. Let's say I go over there for the weekend. I'm watching the Yankees game, and then I'm over here just chomping away. And then she's like, "Stop biting your nails." And I'm like, "Oh shit, sorry, mom." And
my bad. Thanks.
yeah, exactly. So, uh, but yeah, I've been letting them grow. I've been feeling a little better, so I'm liking that.
Yeah, that's good, man. Cause there's a lot of germs in them. Your nails. You don't think about it. Like it's
Yeah,
not a.
it's gross. It's disgusting. It
So is
really is.
smoking too. Not to put you on a not to put you on a
Sure.
boat in the ocean. I'll join you.
All right. Good. We're on this disgusting boat together.
Yeah, we're on the discussing. Both our habits were gross. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, it's just you know what? Honestly, and it's the only time I ever miss smoking, like
Hmm.
doing a vape, is having my morning coffee.
Okay, I can see that.
Threads and that stuff and vape go phenomenal with coffee together.
You said coffee, vape, and what else?
Like a cigarette.
Oh, or okay, cigarette or vaping, either or.
Or yeah, because it's something about having like this, a cup of coffee,
Right. No,
then
and I get there. I
that
get that with you. But you're talking about in the morning though.
in the morning, right in the morning.
Wow.
Best.
Because like you see, I could see that, but mine's is a little different. The way I see it is, like a cigar, a rum and coke. But I used to do it only on Sundays at night, like before like my day ends. It was like the close to my weekend. That's
It's
essentially what
pretty
it was.
cool.
Yeah, I used to love doing that. I used to go to the Wagon Wheel Flea Market in
Mhm.
Tampa here. So I used to buy a cigar from there. There's a little cigar shop, little cute. I think he's a Cuban guy. He sells some amazing cigars. And I used to buy a cigar from there or buy a few cigars there, and then I would just smoke and just have a little cup of rum and coke on the side, and that was the close. That was I felt like that was the perfect close for a weekend.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
I feel like I think that's good. What you're saying is better, but I feel like that's more of like a celebration of the weekend.
Sure. Yeah.
Mine was
It
just
was.
like it's time to get up. I need my drugs, and then it's just like
Right. It was more of a
then like walk.
celebration than an addiction, if you will.
Yeah, like I was, and it's rocking both addictions at the same time.
Right.
So my body is just getting everything it wants, like right in the morning,
I
which
feel
is
you.
terrible. God,
Yeah.
I'm so happy because I was getting really bad on the vaping.
Right.
I was like, I need to stop now.
Yeah. I remember the
And
day you
then,
threw it out.
yeah,
You told
like
me.
then I found the other one. Found the other thing. Like I haven't bought any more or anything, but
Uh-huh.
I found it because I'm
Okay.
like I bought one, lost it, bought another one, then I threw away one, then found the other one.
Oh man.
I was like, whatever. I'm like, I just haven't thrown it out. I found it again while I was cleaning the room for tomorrow.
Okay.
Cause by the way, you guys will see it, but my filming setup is gonna be looking a little different
Oh
this
yeah,
time around,
Chris has
which
got
I'm
a new
excited
desk coming.
for.
So that's gonna be nice. Yeah, why didn't we talk about that? We should have talked about that, but
And no, I mean, we'll talk about it when it's here.
okay,
You know what
that's
I'm
true.
saying?
And hey,
Just
YouTube Shorts. I plan on throwing some out there as we're building the desk.
well, yeah, man, I'm excited for the YouTube shorts. I think and I really it sounds so narcissist, but like I really like the idea of like tapping into your collection.
Oh yeah, do you know what's funny is that before we started filming this episode here,
What's hilarious? Tell me what's funny, bro.
so before we started filming this episode, I was in the closet here. It's back here. Let me see if I can
Before
get
you
you.
shop?
That closet right there.
Oh, that closet?
Yeah. I was just looking around like, man, what's interesting in there? I'm like, man, I can make everything in here sound interesting. So
I was gonna say I mean that whole damn closet.
yeah, the whole closet. So I was like, oh, like I thought I'd be able to do the whole thing in one short. I'm like, oh no, I think this is gonna have to take multiple shorts. So I'm excited now. I'm excited. I'm like, that's some serious
I
content.
think
So
it, I thi- yeah.
yeah, look forward to that.
Yeah, look forward to it because I would like it. Like if we can somehow down the road, it's gonna happen.
Hmm.
Lapel mics. Where we can get like I can shoot liquid off into the distance while he's wheeling and dealing, trying to get some of these deals. I'm like, oh, we can do it. So we record him talking. Don't worry about people feeling self-conscious, and I'm just like in the cut. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
no, that'd be great. Dude, I hope it picks up some heavy breathing. Like when they're like, all right,
Oh,
fine, I can make a deal about that, and then you just hear some heavy breathing from me on the mic.
yeah. I want to.
Like yeah,
Why are you proving something in your shirt?
like my man's like, oh yeah, it'll be the $10. I'm like, will you take five? He goes, yeah, sure. I'm like, just like,
For me, I was thinking like at the end of the VR mission, Snake like girl, dun dun dun, or girl, dun
dude.
dun dun.
Speaking of VR mission, I was in that closet. I found VR missions in there too. I'm just throwing it
Oh
out
my
there. Maybe you might
goodness.
see that on the shorts. I didn't realize I have two copies of VR missions, one inside there and one on the shelf here. So
Oh,
it might be
dude,
coming.
that's the business. Oh
But
my
yeah,
god.
I
Oh,
think we're good
fall.
here. We're at 34 minutes. So do you want to start
Okay,
wrapping it
yeah,
up?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I like the sports with liquid. I like the little preview of things to come. Yet again, thank you, patrons, for watching us. We greatly appreciate you guys have financially supported us. You're keeping the lights on. You're keeping Liquid having. Maybe we can get Liquid his third copy of VR missions for Metal Gear Solid. Who knows? And if you're watching this on the free episode, thank you so much for just giving us a view. If you feel so inclined, like, comment, share with your friends, or maybe you're like, man, I wish I had this way earlier.
Yeah, we have a goal. We
Tweet
have a
it out
goal set for 50
there.
50 subscribers. So please
Yeah, we
help.
want to try to hit 50 followers on our YouTube channel. If we get someone on Twitch to do that, that'd be cool. But we're working towards it. That's going to be our little year-end goal. We're
Right.
going to try to hit it, and I feel pretty good about it. We're making forward progress on the field, and every day forward is a day forward.
I'm confident as well.
I like it. I like that we gave ourselves this little challenge. It made it exciting. I feel like it breathed new life.
Yeah, it really did.
Well, look, do you want to send it out?
As I end all my videos here, when you either see me by
Your video. This
myself.
motherfucker. What
Well,
am I?
what I'm referring to, like, whenever you either see me by myself or even when I'm with Chris as well. You hear it, but love each
Even when
other.
you're with Chris.
Yeah, when Chris and I are together, I don't no disrespect, all right. I don't mean it in disrespectful. I'm just saying sometimes if it was the Let's Plays, that's what it was. The Let's Plays kind of end, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? As per
So
you,
they're on a sabbatical.
you know what? Perfect. I love it. Thank you. Per usual. Thank you again. Take care. Love each other. Above all else, be cool.